Okay, so in this poster we're going to be discussing the genitive case in German. Now, the genitive case in German indicates possession or ownership, or relations, as in the computer, well, not the computer that belongs to the boy's computer, my car, the boy's bag. Okay, so it's used a lot in written German, not so much in spoken German. The dative case is used in place of the genitive case, but we'll go through examples as we go through the poster. So I've listed a couple of verbs that literally and linguistically definitely do take the genitive case for reasons of their order in a sentence, but the practice of verbs you take into the genitive case is becoming quite uncommon in spoken German. So we have the der, die, das, die. We're going to focus only on the indefinite articles. So der goes to eines, die goes to einer, das goes to eines, and die goes to einer. Okay. You'll see beside eines we have a dot 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 dot, which is a dot 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 is called an ellipse, es or s for the der words and the das words. That is because when you use the genitive case, the noun, depending if it's monosyllabic, as in one syllable, or disyllabic, two syllables, or polysyllabic, three syllables, would take an es or an s ending. We're discussing that in a different video because it requires learning of a different skill. So the first verb we have here is sich enthalten, to abstain from something. Okay, so if you abstain from something, the verb is not only reflexive, that as to say the action that you're abstaining from is an action that could possibly be done to yourself, so it's reflexive in that sense, but it's also possessive because you're taking ownership of that situation, you're taking charge of the situation. While you're abstaining from that circumstance is yours, so technically you possess that ideological force. So see, even from my kind of like explanation, the way the genitive case is used quite sparingly with verbs in modern German. Okay, so the example here I have is ich enthalte mich eine Stimme. Okay, so I abstain from giving my opinion, I abstain from giving my vote. Okay, so ich enthalte mich eine Stimme. Second one, du bedienst dich eine Metaphor. So you're using a metaphor, so you're bringing a metaphor upon yourself to explain something. So again, it's an ideological ownership of something. Du bedienst dich eine Metaphor. Erfreut sich guter Gesundheit. So basically, he takes it on himself to have good health. Okay? So again, likewise, let's say you could rephrase these three sentences using the dative case or using other simpler ways, but again, stylistically, from historical reasons, these will be three of many verbs that would take the genitive case. The last one, sie bemachtigt sich diese Situation. So she takes ownership of the situation. So again, the situation is brought upon herself, she's taking ownership of it. The next one, I quite like it. Wir rühmen uns unserer Schule. So that could be a motto of a school or for any situation. So we pride ourselves in our school. Wir rühmen uns unserer Schule. Okay? In the box below I have, for example, die Farbe von meinen Augen ist blau. Okay, so the color of my eyes is blue. If I were to use the genitive case, I would say die Farben meines Augens ist blau. Okay, but again, the dative case is used to denote possession, where the genitive case is not used. Okay, so again, I have a separate video explaining how you construct the genitive case. And the last example, Sie harren ihre Ankunft. Okay, so excuse me. So the very last bottom of the poster, I have certain set phrases that demonstrate certain indefinite periods of time in German that definitely take the genitive case. So eines Tages, one day, an indefinite period of time. Eines Nachts, eines Abends, eines Morgens, eines Sonntags. I have a star beside eines Nachts because Nacht is a D word, but it follows the pattern of the masculine or neuter nouns. It's a set linguistic construct. It's only deviates, and if you write eines Nachts, it is correct in this sense. So again, that's the genitive case. Not used quite a lot in correlation with the majority of German verbs. You could use the dative case to circumvent using the genitive case. However, it is used, as we'll see.